welcome back to my channel. So today we're finally digging into the Unearthly Cosmetics Halloween collection. It's the Devour collection. So they did, instead of doing like a mystery box, they just did this amazing, just put together Halloween collection. I've had it for a little bit now, but haven't been able to dig into it yet because life. But I thought now that things are feeling better that I would get playing with it. So let's just unbox this together and see what's inside. I haven't peeked inside. Like, I know what's in the collection, but I haven't peeked inside yet to see what the pieces look like in person. So I know I already held it up, but here's like the nice box that, try to lean back so you can see it, the nice box that it comes in. And hopefully you're catching it with the camera and the lights, but it's got like the Venus flytraps, because if you haven't seen the Devour collection yet at all, it's like a Venus flytrap sort of vibe, whole idea. And then so you open it up and we've got everything nice and covered, and we just have like the Unearthly logo with a bit more of that like Venus flytrap. And then let's take this off. I want to be careful too that I don't like dump everything out, because that would be tragic. Take that off and we got the whole layout. So with this, I'd have to, okay, yeah, it says what ones are what. So you get the eyeshadow palette. There is like a cheek duo, so it's like a blush light and highlighter duo. And then also they did 6 lip products. So they did lip oil, they have in the bottom here, which I have yet to ever try from them. They have 3 of their satin liquid lips, which I have tried, not in these shades obviously, and I absolutely adore that formula. And then 2 lip glosses, which they have down here, which I also haven't tried yet. So I'm really excited. So I'm going to just take a moment and get everything out of the package, and then we can have a closer look at each of the products all together. Okay, we got everything out of its packages. Oh my gosh, I'm just so excited about this collection. So I'm going to start off with the lip products first. So new to me, I can't remember, has Unearthly Cosmetics done a lip oil? I know they did like a lip mask that I have not tried yet, but I can't remember if they've done a lip oil before, but there is a lip oil in this collection. First of all, let's just appreciate the gorgeousness of the packaging. It's like a crystal. I love it. This is in the shade Ruin, and it's just a lip oil, beautiful. I thought we would put it on actually right away. I love having something sit on my lips while I'm doing my eyes, just to help nourish them before I put another lip product on. So as you can see, it's like sort of in their typical kind of like, what do you call that, like doe foot, or is it angled? I don't know terminology for this stuff. Anyways, this cute little applicator, and then let's put it on. Oh, that feels so nice. Not like too much, like not much of a tint to it. Like it does have like obviously like a little bit of color. Let's see, let's swatch it out on my hand so you can see. Like not really much of a color to it at all, but really, really smooth and luxurious on the lips. Very excited about that. I love just having products like that in order to, I get really dry lips, so anything to kind of add some hydration and nourishment back to them is great. I'm going to need more of these. So yeah, hopefully it's a product that they keep doing. Next, going into, they have 3 of their satin liquid lips, so same packaging as the lip oil. And this is, I'm not 100% sure if this is like going to be like the way packaging is now for their lip products. They used to do their satin liquid lips at least in this style component, which I really love. Super cool. Like it was always super neat and unique with like the little like snow globe effect at the top, and just a lot of thought going into this. Like this is another thing I love about the brand, is not only do they have just amazing products, but the packaging. Like they just like Amanda just goes above and beyond when it comes to her product design and just the artists that she has create like the artwork for her and everything. It's just amazing. So I love it that not only am I getting amazing product to play with and create with, but I enjoy looking at and handling the packaging as well. And to me, I'm a packaging person. That's totally part of it for me. So I am really into that. So I love this, but I'm definitely really digging this newer packaging as well. So jumping into the colors, it came in 3 shades. So we've got Chomp, which is sort of, let me put the others down, sort of like a deeper, what's this supposed to be? Like a deeper kind of brown. I feel like to me it looks kind of brownish, but I definitely see like kind of like purpley and red undertones in that as well. Love that shade. That would definitely be something I would happily wear all the time. And then we have this gorgeous green. I have 2 other greens from them. I have Mandy, and then I also have what's it called? Grab it right now. Savage? No, Savage is the black. Ghoulish from when they did like their Halloween mystery box. And that's a beautiful shade. I love wearing that one. I love this. It's sort of like almost like a mid-tone between the two, because like Mandy is a lot lighter, almost more of like a wearable green, I guess you could say, and whereas Ghoulish is a lot darker and deeper. And then there's this one. So again, if I didn't already say the name, I don't think I did. That's Yummy. I'm great at this. I absolutely love that shade. I would rock that anytime. And then the last one is Destroy, and so this is the lightest out of the 3. It's sort of like a grungy, like gray beige taupe, I guess, sort of a color. I love that. Like when it comes to like nudes, like this is definitely a shade like more of the sort of like nude shade that I prefer. So absolutely love that. And if you haven't tried like their satin liquid lipsticks, like they don't like completely like dry down, like their satin liquid lip, but I do find that they settle enough that I don't feel like they're slipping, sliding all over my lips like you know, like other kind of cream whatever lipsticks can. Like they do settle down enough that I really feel it's comfortable to wear still, but isn't like isn't completely like smudge proof. But anyways, you know what I mean. They're comfortable, but they're not slipping and sliding everywhere. And then the last one, we have the 2 glosses, and oh my gosh, I'll try to insert some close-ups in here, but looking at these in person, they are just, I could sit here and stare at them all day. Like they're just mystical. So we have 2, we have Predator and Havoc. So Predator is this like sort of like, it doesn't look as sparkly as Havoc does. It's, but it looks so much more like multi-chromatic. It's like a green, blue, purple. Like I feel like I see everything in this, and it is just stunning. I'm really excited. Same sort of applicator as the others. I just, oh, absolutely love that. I don't know if it's showing up as well. I feel like you can see the reflect there pretty good. Hopefully the lights aren't completely drowning it out, but that would be a gorgeous topper over, whether it's over just some liner, over liquid lip. And then we've got Havoc, which is like this like pink, sparkly, just glorious unicorn. I love this. This is so magical. This one to me has a bit more like base pigment to it, where I thought the other one would, but this one actually is a bit more intense like in pigmentation. But that's Havoc. Hopefully the sparkle is coming across at all on that, but absolutely stunning. Haven't tried them on my lips yet. Like I said, it's my first time trying the gloss formula, but that felt really nice and smooth and beautiful, so I am here for that. All right, and then after that we got a cheek duo. So this is the Devour blush highlight duo. I thought maybe, oh, and the blush is Slay and the highlight is Delicate. So here it is. Beautiful. So it's in there, so we've got the highlight and then their blush. So again, this is Slay, this is Delicate. The blush is like their like satiny shimmery blush formula, which I'm not gonna lie, I do prefer a matte blush. Like I do like these. They did a palette of shimmery blushes in their Halloween collection, and I think that's how they did their ones in their summer mystery boxes as well. But I really love the formula. It's just simply that I prefer a matte blush, but this is a beautiful shade. I am going to have a lot of fun with this, and I'm really excited to try some more like actual highlights from them. I haven't really tried any. I haven't tried any of the new ones, and I haven't tried anything since their low light palette, which is an amazing palette, but it's a bit dark for me, so I don't get to utilize it as much as actual highlight. So before we jump into the shadow, I thought we would just apply the blush, because why not? It's going to, there's one blush, one highlighter, so I'm going to wear the blush and the highlighter. Anyways, I'm going to dig in with my Unearthly Cosmetics blush brush, or at least I consider this a blush brush. This is an A2, and we're going to dip into Slay. Just try to pick that up. Trying to be a bit ginger because I don't know exactly how pigmented, like normally their stuff is pretty pigmented. And then we're just going to start lightly dusting that on. Not too bad, like yes, it's pigmented, but I don't feel like it's going on like too, like for me anyways, like this isn't too intense or anything like that. And sort of dabbing it and then blending around the edges. Ooh, that is beautiful. I love that. And see, even like for the shimmery blush, like it's not like it's, at least in my opinion, it's not like I'm putting just like bright colored shimmer right across my face. Like it's a really smooth, beautiful formula that just, rather than the matte one where it's just got like no shine to it, you're gonna have a little bit of a shine, like glow from the color. But I don't find that it is overpowering at all. I'm always trying to make sure I don't like slouch too much with my setting powder that didn't blend in. I'm trying to do this from different angles so I'm not like blocking the camera with my mirror, but also try to make sure I can see what I'm doing. This is my second time filming with this setup. Hopefully, I don't know, when I watched the last one I thought that it was okay. I thought the sound was better than when I used the camcorder, 100%. Make sure that's even. Alright. I could just keep going. Like, someone probably should be in here and tell me to stop. Alright, so it took some time to decide because I want to play with everything, and then I also am, of course, really drawn to like the greens, but I'm sure probably a lot of people have already played with the greens a lot. I'm sure a lot of people have played with everything a lot. But I just thought I would go with something a bit different than what I initially was going to. So I think I'm going to stick to these shades right here. So Carnivore, Ravage, Devour, and Snack. So kind of have more like reddy, pinky sort of vibe. And I think that's where we're going. I might throw Demolish in there too. We'll see. But yeah, I think we're gonna get going with that. So I have already primed my eyes. I just went in with my usual everyday, the P. Louise Rumor 0.5 base, and I like to use that as my eyeshadow primer. And I think we're gonna go in with, I like to do my shadows, if you are new to my channel, I like to do my shadows darkest to lightest. So I'm going to first go in with the shade Carnivore, and I'm going to pick that up on a Unearthly Cosmetics A7 brush. It's just like this little sort of packer brush. Technically, I'm saying Unearthly Cosmetics brush because that's the brand they are now. When I got this brush set, it was still branded as Alien Cosmetics. So my brushes say Alien Cosmetics on them, but it's Unearthly. So I don't know for sure these exact ones, but they have their brushes. I highly recommend checking them out because they are fabulous. Alright, dipping into Carnivore, and I'm going to start stamping that on the outside. Laying down beautifully, just how I would expect Unearthly Cosmetics shadows to. And I'm just really like packing it on right now. I'm putting it there, and I'm also gonna drag it along the lower lash line as well, because I know that we're gonna end up bringing it down there, so might as well right now. Right, and then let's use, we'll go with this one. So it's another Unearthly Cosmetics. This is a A5, so it's like more of a fluffy blending brush. And I'm going to dip into the shade Devour. I'm going to try to be a bit careful because it's still like, it's more of a mid-tone shade, so it's not like really light. So it could, in the effort to blend it out, it could get out of hand if I go in too heavy-handed. But we're just going to go in gingerly. Oh, it's a beautiful shade. Oh, just love this. I get so excited playing with a new Unearthly Cosmetics palette because they are just my absolute #1 when it comes to eyeshadow in particular. I just always, the formula just never disappoints. And just as I have less product on my brush, I'm starting to blend out. I don't mind it getting like blown out, like it's not like I want it kept down low. I don't want it to be like uber pigmented like right up to my brow and then I have nowhere to blend out to, because I'll probably end up bringing like the Carnivore, the previous deeper shade, up more. But you can always add more, but it's hard to, it's not impossible, but it's hard to fix if you've overdone it. I'm just going to, when we get more to like the outer edge here, I'm going to more so stamp and then drag, and then go back and forth. Woo! She is pretty. And really just start to lightly blend up. Again, like, I don't mind it going up quite a bit. And I can always kind of dab over with my sponge a little bit more if I feel like I got a little ahead, because that happens. And I'm going to go with the same brush. I probably should go in with something smaller, famous last words. But I'm going to go just in with the same brush and just start blending that forward into the lower lash line, just like we did with the prior shade, except more blended. So did you pick up this collection? I do know that upon the release, and then like the way it was going to be was that it was just, you could only buy the collection. I do know that since then Amanda was able to make it so you could get just the Devour palette on its own, because there was just such a huge demand for the palette to be available on its own, just because buying a whole collection, like, I get it, like, that's a lot, like, that's a lot of money to put down, and especially if you primarily just really want the palette, it's a lot. But everything else is only available in the collection as far as I know. But did you pick up the collection or the Devour palette on its own? Have you played with it yet? I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'm having a lot of fun so far with this. I'm going to go back into Carnivore, but instead of that little packer brush, I'm going to pick up, this is a Luxie 121 mini tapered brush. I just want like a small blending brush. Tap off. And I'm just going to start bringing that Carnivore shade up higher. I'll try not to have my mirror way in the frame. My biggest like FOMO, like, regret is not nabbing the Unearthly Cosmetics mirror when that was available, because I absolutely loved how that mirror looked. Like, it was the most beautiful looking thing ever, and I bet it was even more beautiful in person. But I just, being in Canada and just like with all the releases that are always coming out, but especially like being international to a lot of the brands, just like shipping and like the exchange, and then always getting nailed with customs, like, it's just, it can be difficult a lot of the time to be able to order. So unfortunately, because of that, I miss out, I feel like, on a chunk of things, because I just can't get everything. So, but I would have loved to have gotten that mirror. It was so beautiful. I almost caved and bought it when it was on sale, because I guess it was being discontinued, whatever. But I just couldn't, and then it was gone. And then I was like, well, I guess that decided that. Do that, and then I'm going to go back in with the blending brush that we used for Devour. No additional product on it, but just sort of with the residual that's on it, just to kind of go over those lines and make sure that Devour and Carnivore are blending together how I want, which they're blending perfectly, and just taking a little dip of Devour on there. And I think that's it for the mattes right now. So I'm going to catch up the other eye before we move on to shimmers. So be back in a flash. Okay, so all caught up. Sorry if you can hear that a lot in the background, since kind of finishing up. The next door neighbors, they have their like landscaping being done right now, so someone's using a leaf blower and a lawnmower, and it's just, hopefully you guys can't hear it too much. I'll do my best to try to dampen it when editing. But jumping now into the shimmers, I've actually changed my mind on my plan a little bit. Originally I was going to go in with Ravage and maybe even some Demolish and Snack, and I still really think those look absolutely stunning with this, but I've decided I don't want it to come across as like too monochromatic. So to still pull in the greens, I've decided I'm going to take Instinct and Trap here, and I'm going to use those on my lid and inner corner instead. So to start off, anytime I'm applying any shimmers, I always use some sort of like a glitter glue. Right now, like, my go-to is the NYX Cosmetics glitter glue. I know that Unearthly Cosmetics has like I think it's called the glitter grass, and one day I do hope to try that, but I do have a few tubes of this still hanging around, so I'm going to use this up first. But we're going to take that on, this is just like it's actually like an art brush, just like a flat rounded brush, and we're going to stamp that across the lid. Okay. And then with the same brush, I'm going to dip right into Instinct. Pull it up. Gorgeous green shimmer. We're just going to start stamping that in the right where we like ended the carnivore shade, even overlapping it a little bit, going up into like the crease a bit. We're not going for like a real distinct like cut crease sort of a vibe at all. We're just gonna mesh it all together and then bringing it in towards like the middle of my eyelid and leaving like the last sort of third or whatever you want to call it empty. And then I'm going to flip the brush over and I'm going to go right into the shade Trap. Ooh, I love these like light iridescent shades that we do. Oh, so beautiful. I hope the gorgeousness of this shade is coming across on camera. I'm just going to fill in all this space like that. I'm obsessed with like the green and pink and gold just reflex that are in this shade. It's just so beautiful. We're just going to kind of drag it over like Instinct and then not picking up any more product, but just flipping back over to where I decided I used with Instinct. I'm just going to stamp over the middle just so you have a nice blend with those. And then I'm actually going to go back in with that very first brush that we used for Carnivore, and I'm just lightly dipping back into Carnivore, and I'm going to go over the edges of Instinct just to make sure that that blends together relatively well. All right. Oh my gosh. I freaking love this. Unearthly Cosmetics, they just can do absolutely no wrong in my eyes every time I play with their shadows. It's just amazingness, and I already can't wait to play with all of the other shades from this. So I'm going to put the shimmers on the other eye. I'm going to just finish, well, actually no, I'm going to just finish the eyes like with lashes and mascara and that, and then we will pick a lipstick to go with this because I'm still undecided as to what shade I'm going to use. So we'll be right back. Okay, we got the lashes and liner on. I just went with their by Ione, the Foxy Full Drama, something half lash. They're ones I was able to find not too long ago at my local Dollar Tree, but being in Canada again, I don't really know how up-to-date the styles are there, and sometimes they won't even have any Ione lashes there for a long time. So I don't know if they're really currently available, but if you're looking for a good half lash, I recommend checking it out. So I think we need to go in with the lippy next, and I can't decide which one. So I wasn't originally going to, but I think we're just going to try all three of them on. That way you can see what they look like with the eyeshadow, and then we'll decide what one we're sticking with. So I don't know, originally I didn't think I was going to go with Yummy at all, just also because originally I thought maybe I would do a green look, but I think, I don't know, we could end up with this one on, but let's start off with Yummy. And I guess I never really got into when I was swatching, but the Satin Liquid lipsticks are more of like that kind of classic doe foot, like it doesn't have like the little point with like the space to hold a bit of product in the middle. But let's go in. Oh, it's a beautiful green. We're still going to go with the other, so I'm not going to, I guess, worry about finessing too much. I'm also trying not to get it like all over my face. right? We think. So that is Yummy, beautiful green. I actually really like it with this look. We might have to circle back to this one, but I'm going to wipe this off and we'll try one of the others. Just doing a little quick insert with another video because when I was going back to my footage, I discovered that when I was trying on the shade Destroy, it didn't record on my camera for some reason. So I want to come back on here so we could try it on. So here is the shade Destroy. All right, there is gorgeous shade, goes beautifully with the makeup. I already took my lashes off, so that's why I just have my glasses on right now, but I really love this shade. I think all three of them would have looked perfect with this look, and I am so happy to have all of them in my collection. But there is Destroy. And last but not least, we have Chomp. Oh, I am just so in love with all three of these shades. They're so beautiful. I feel like this comes across very much like sort of a dark brownish purple on me anyways. I don't feel like I see as much of like the red, but I don't know, maybe it's coming across that way. But I absolutely love this. I'm going to, I think, stick with this color. Not only because I love it and I think it looks great with this look, but also because I don't want to destroy my lips by reapplying more. But we can't just stop there. 2 glosses came in the collection. So we need to, I'm not going to try on both of them just because, again, I don't want to wipe off more lipstick. I feel like I'm going to go in with Havoc. I just think this pink sparkle will be a lot of fun. I don't want to go directly in with the applicator on this though, because I don't want to bring any of the lip shade into the tube. So I just took a bit on my hand. I'm just going to take another another art flat brush and pick that up on there, and we're just going to stamp that across. Oh, I haven't even commented on how gorgeous these smell. So we're just stamping that along. I'm not going quite to the outer corner. I just really want the shine and sparkle to be in the middle. Okay. I might now be obsessed with the Unearthly lip glosses. Look how gorgeous that is with that gloss on top. Like, it was a beautiful lip shade before, but that gloss just adds the most gorgeous shine and sparkle. And it doesn't feel like uber sticky or anything. It's just a really beautiful gloss formula. I bet this would be really comfortable to wear all day. I don't know. I'm going to have to see if that sale's still going on. It'll be over by the time I post this, but I might need to get some more glosses. So anyways, let's round up on all this because I've tried everything on now. This collection is just amazing. Let me gather everything up. I'm trying to think like of what my favorite parts are. Like I'm an eyeshadow junkie, so it's really easy for me to default to being like the eyeshadows are just my favorite part, so it's definitely up there. I love this. I love this color story. Let me put all the lipsticks down. I love this color story. It was so much fun to work with. It's absolutely stunning, and impressed as always with that. I'm really already excited to create more looks with it. I don't know if I'll have time to do another one on here, but make sure you're following me on like Instagram and TikTok. I always try to post like little quick reels on there with eyeshadows, doing some tutorials, so keep your eyes peeled for that. I loved the blush highlighter duo. Absolutely amazing. I don't have anything negative to say about this. It's just not as up there as the palette and lip products for me, just because like it's a shimmery blush, and it just like it's beautiful, but it's just, to me, like this is gorgeous, but it's not the standout part of the collection. The lip oil, I'm obsessed with this. I wore this that entire time while I was doing my eyeshadow and everything. It was even on still when I applied. I think Yummy was the first lip shade we went in with, and this was still on my lips, and it just felt so nourishing and so beautiful. Not sticky again. It was just absolutely fabulous. This is something I'll definitely be putting on daily, multiple times a day, possibly. So if you can get your hands on like a lip oil from them, I highly suggest it. Again, I'm not 100% right now off the top of my head if they have previous lip oils. If not, I'm really hoping, like with how well I'm sure this is going to do from this collection, that they do more lip oils and make it like a single item that they have, because it is beautiful. Going in with the glosses, absolutely love these. Like, I didn't try Predator on the lips, but you know, the formula from trying Havoc, it's absolutely gorgeous. They're both such beautiful colors. I don't have glosses like this in my collection, so I'm so happy to have these and have tried them, and it's got me hooked, and now I want all the Unearthly Cosmetics glosses, so just add it to my ever-growing list of things that I want to grab from the brand. And then last but certainly not least are the satin liquid lipsticks. I already knew that I absolutely adore this formula. Like when they had their, when there was the original kind of set of them and was still sort of going between Alien Cosmetics and Unearthly, I had bought like the coffin vault thing they had of it, which actually it's one of my earlier videos. You can go check it out. I'm trying all them on. And it's a bunch of the different satin liquid lipsticks. They've since released more shades that I had yet to try. And so having some newer shades to me in that formula is just amazing. I absolutely love this. Again, it is such a comfortable formula to wear. Beautiful pigmentation, and I can't recommend them enough. If you like a liquid lip but just sometimes find like matte ones a little too intense, then I recommend the Unearthly Cosmetics Satin Liquid Lip form. They do, I believe, have a matte one as well. I've just never personally tried it. Since trying the satin liquid lipsticks, I'm just so sold on those with them that I have a hard time looking at anything else. But yeah, that is the Devour collection from Unearthly Cosmetics. I hope you enjoyed watching me unbox it, play with everything, create this look, and just have some fun with makeup. So if you did enjoy it, I would greatly appreciate it if you gave this video a thumbs up. Any engagement really helps out my channel. Leave a comment down below and maybe consider subscribing. I'd love to have you stick around, catch more of my videos. Like I've said before, I'm just trying to post more and more content to put out there. I love playing with makeup. I love creating and having fun, and I just love the community of others out there who also really enjoy makeup and just the fun creative outlet that it can be for us all. So I hope you had fun, enjoyed this, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye!